Could 2025 be another championship-caliber season for the New York Yankees? After clinching the AL East in 2024 and making it all the way to the World Series, PECOTA projections for the upcoming season have the Yankees poised to finish with the best record in the American League. But with new faces and a few key changes, how will they stack up against the competition? Let's break down what the 2025 PECOTA projections are saying for the Bronx Bombers. PECOTA's forecast: a strong 2025 for the Yankees. Every year, Baseball Prospectus releases its PECOTA projections, which estimate a team's win total based on a wide range of factors like player performance, past data, and future predictions. For 2025, PECOTA has the New York Yankees winning 89.7 games, making them the top team in the American League in terms of projected wins. Not only does PECOTA predict the Yankees will lead the AL, but they also give them a 78.2% chance of making the playoffs, a strong outlook for a team that's built to contend for championships year after year. Notable context: the Yankees' 2024 success. It's no surprise to see the Yankees so highly ranked after their impressive 2024 season, where they took the AL East crown and reached the World Series. Although they ultimately fell to the Los Angeles Dodgers in 5 games, that momentum is expected to carry over into the new year. PECOTA's projection of 89.7 wins is slightly down from their 94.4 wins projection for 2024. But the Yankees still figure to be one of the top contenders in the AL. Offseason moves. How will the Yankees adjust? Of course, change is inevitable, and the Yankees have made several key additions to their roster this offseason. Perhaps the biggest offseason shift was the trade of Juan Soto to the Mets. Soto's departure leaves a significant hole in the Yankees' batting lineup, but they've made some major moves to counter that loss. New additions like Cody Bellinger in center field and Paul Goldschmidt at first base are designed to keep the offense humming. Will Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and the rest of the lineup be able to shoulder the load in the absence of Soto? That's a big question mark. But PECOTA still sees the Yankees as a top-tier team in the AL. Max Fried joins the rotation. On the pitching front, the Yankees added Max Fried, an elite left-handed starter who bolsters an already dominant rotation, with Fried joining forces with Jarrett Cole, Luis Severino, and others. The Yankees are looking to have one of the most dangerous rotations in the majors. The competition. Who's challenging the Yankees in 2025? The Baltimore Orioles, who are projected at 89.2 wins, are expected to be the Yankees' primary competitors in the AL East. PECOTA's prediction for the Yankees to edge out the Orioles in the standings shows just how tight the division race could be. But outside of the East, the Los Angeles Dodgers and Atlanta Braves are projected to finish with better overall records, with the Dodgers leading the MLB with 103.8 wins and the Braves right behind them at 92.4 wins. Conclusion: looking ahead to 2025, the New York Yankees are projected to continue their winning ways and remain a serious contender in the American League. While PECOTA predicts them to finish with the best AL record, the loss of Juan Soto, the additions of Cody Bellinger and Paul Goldschmidt, and a revamped pitching staff led by Max Fried all bring uncertainty and excitement into the mix. With Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and an elite rotation in place, expect the Yankees to be right in the thick of things as they chase another postseason berth and perhaps another World Series title in 2025. But can they handle the pressure of another high-expectation season? Only time will tell. That's all for today. Yankees fans, what do you think about the Yankees' chances in 2025? Are they truly the best team in the AL? Or do you see other clubs as bigger threats? Let us know your thoughts below. And make sure to like and subscribe for all the latest Yankees updates as we get closer to the season. Alright, baseball fans, we've got a serious story on our hands involving an MLB umpire and a gambling scandal that's sending shockwaves through the sport. You might have heard that Pat Hoberg, known as one of the most accurate umpires in the game, has just had his firing upheld by Major League Baseball. And the reason? He was caught sharing a gambling account with a friend who was betting on baseball. The wild part? Hoberg denies ever betting on baseball himself and claims that he never manipulated any games. So, what does this mean for the integrity of the game? And what led to this shocking decision? Stick around as we break down everything you need to know about this incident. The firing. What happened to Pat Hoberg? Pat Hoberg's dismissal from the MLB is a big deal. Hoberg, a veteran umpire who debuted in 2014 and became a full-time ump in 2017, was a top-tier official. The guy even called a perfect game during the 2022 World Series, making him a favorite among fans. But all of that came crashing down after MLB revealed that Hoberg had shared a sports betting account with a professional poker player, someone he should have known was betting on baseball games. Now, here's where it gets tricky. MLB's investigation didn't find any direct evidence that Hoberg bet on baseball or that he was involved in manipulating games. Still, they decided to fire him. Why? Because he showed poor judgment by sharing the account, and his attempt to delete key messages related to the investigation raised questions about his conduct. MLB says that Hoberg's actions gave the appearance of impropriety, which violated the game's high standards of integrity. Hoberg's defense: denial and apology. Hoberg responded to MLB's decision with a statement, and he did not hold back. He took full responsibility for his actions, admitting his errors in judgment. But he also made it crystal clear: I have never and would never bet on baseball in any way, shape, or form. He also emphasized that upholding the integrity of the game has always been a top priority for him. While he acknowledged that sharing the account was a serious lapse in judgment, he stuck to his claim that he never provided insider info for betting. His statement is a reminder that, in the world of sports, even perceived violations can have serious consequences, especially when it comes to something as sensitive as gambling. Why this matters? The integrity of the game. So why is this all such a big deal? MLB's stance on gambling has always been strict. Commissioner Rob Manfred was clear in his statement: protecting the integrity of the game is their most important priority, and the league has no tolerance for any action that could compromise that. Manfred pointed out that while Hoberg didn't bet on baseball or manipulate games, sharing an account with someone who was betting on the sport is a major red flag. Even the appearance of impropriety can be harmful. Let's not forget, this is part of a larger trend in sports. We've seen several high-profile cases of gambling-related bans recently, including Shohei Ohtani's interpreter getting caught up in a gambling scandal, and multiple MLB players being banned or suspended for gambling on baseball. So MLB has been especially vigilant about upholding a zero-tolerance policy on betting-related misconduct. The bigger picture: MLB and gambling in sports. It's also important to note that this isn't just a baseball issue. There's been a federal investigation into a gambling ring involving basketball players, with former Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter banned for life. There are also investigations surrounding players like Terry Rozier and several college teams. It's clear that gambling scandals are becoming a serious concern across multiple sports, and MLB is determined to keep its house in order. What's next for Hoberg? Despite the firing being upheld, there is still a sliver of hope for Hoberg. He can apply for reinstatement starting in 2026. So this isn't the end of his career, at least not permanently. But for now, his career in the MLB is over, and he'll have to live with the consequences of his actions, no matter how well-intentioned they may have been. Conclusion. So, what do you think? Was Pat Hoberg treated too harshly for a mistake that didn't directly impact the game? Or do you agree with MLB's decision to take a firm stand against anything that could even appear to compromise the integrity of baseball? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe for more updates on this story and all things MLB. This situation shows just how important integrity is in sports, and the consequences are real when you don't uphold that standard. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be keeping an eye on this and other major sports stories, so stay connected for all the latest updates. Until next time, take care and enjoy the game.